shit.
It's that time again?
Time again. Sunday.
Sunday.
It's the N.S.o.S podcast, episode 11. I fucking remembered. Uno.
Uno. It's 11:11. Make a wish.
It's 8:30.
Ow.
Good job.
Yeah, it is 8:30.
So what's new this week in the world of bullshit?
Akira Toriyama passed away. The creator and of Dragon Ball passed away, like a day, 2 days ago.
I never really got big into Dragon Ball. I wasn't an anime kid.
I wasn't really so much an anime. That was like pretty much the only one that I watched. It was like an after-school thing for a long time. Like came in from school, it was coming on TV. It was one of those things like, oh shit, I'll watch it, and then.
It was one of those things where I got home, it's like, oh man, this is on. Like, I was always waiting for like Adult Swim and shit. And like, I was always the fucking more adult geared cartoons anyway. Like,
And I hated how they like because they aired it during prime out of school time, and they would like it was all edited. Like there were no curse words like in the original. There were no blood. The violence was toned down. It's like
I mean, I like some of the artwork. Like I was brought up on like old school.
That's what got me was the
anime,
artwork.
like
yeah.
the fucking shit you used to see on E at like fucking
Yeah.
3 o'clock in the morning, like Akira and shit like that.
Oh man,
all the
Akira's
crazy
great.
violent stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I got brought up on that kind of anime, and that was like all the shit I really watched. Did you see where the dude actually made the fucking bike from Akira in real life?
Yes.
That thing's sick as fuck.
Dude, it's a bucket list item at this point.
I mean, that would be pretty dope.
Yeah.
I want to know how much that motherfucker is.
I just want to take it down Fuji.
I got to see one of those new C8 Corvettes.
Oh, they're nice, aren't they?
Not before last. I almost got to drive it.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's white and black. Fucking super fresh, and that thing sounds unholy, dude.
Dude,
they look like a fucking supercar.
Yeah.
Or a hypercar. Like they're modeled like a F1 the way the body's set up, and it's
aerodynamics.
So fucking low to the ground, dude. Like.
But check this out. It's actually got like a thing in it where it can GPS memorize. You have a button that you can hit that'll raise the front so you don't scrape the front, like if you have a dip or whatever in the road. And if it's locally, it has a GPS synchronization where you can sync, like it'll know where that spot is and automatically raise it. Yeah, I was like, that is cool because Pop's just got one. And he's like, that's pretty. I got to sit in it and I was like, oh my god, it's like a cockpit.
Dude, I got to sit in this one, and it's
fucking like a cockpit.
Wild.
Yeah, every button like
looks like you're sitting in a fucking fighter jet.
Yeah,
dude. Like,
it's crazy.
It's like, why the fuck do you need this on the street? Like,
'cause money, capitalism.
I mean, yeah, I guess. But yeah, I also watched a video of a dude on a fucking bored out Hayabusa go from 60 to like 200 on the fucking speedometer in like.
Probably doing
fast.
Yeah, probably doing way more than that.
Bro, I watched the needle dip for a second and then just fucking floored. Like, I was just like, hell no. You got life all kind of fucked up. Like,
dude, I told people at work, I was like, I want to go 200 miles an hour at least once in my life.
Bro, it's
just once.
You're gonna get off the bike and it's gonna look like you have Tourette's. You're gonna turn into fucking Michael J. Fox as soon as you get off that bitch, because that adrenaline's gonna dump and you're gonna hit the fucking ground.
Well, I've jumped out of planes and shit. I've done a lot of adrenaline stuff.
Cool. This is not jumping out of a plane.
Look,
this is way fucking faster.
The upside is, if anything, God forbid, happens,
there ain't gonna be a fucking thing left of you.
Exactly. There's gonna be little cleanup, so at least the paramedics
they're gonna have to wash you off the fucking road. Like, that's how they're gonna pick you up.
There's no shovel.
Wash you off into the fucking dirt. Like, dude, that's fucking stupid fast.
Yeah, that's crazy fast. I've been 170.
They raked it out, like. Fucking stretch the arm out so it doesn't fucking lift up on you. But dude, when he laid
better center of gravity.
I've never seen a needle on a bike literally dip like 5 miles an hour and then just floor like past max neat line, just fucking all the way out. And I was just like, what in the fuck?
That's crazy fast. You know he was doing more than.
Oh, dude, no, like that. He was doing every bit of 200 because those like this.
That's what I'm saying.
He said it was like fucking I can't remember how many horsepower. It was some ridiculous amount of horsepower.
Dude,
I was like, "There's fucking no
yeah,
way."
there's 600 horsepower on one of those. Is insane. I saw one that had 600 horsepower, and that motherfucker was on a
That's what
track
he
and
said. This
scooted.
was like 652 or some shit. They put it on a dyno and it was pulling like 652. But that's an unholy
That's
number
unholy.
for
That's
a
an unholy
motorcycle.
amount for cars, let
That's an unholy
alone.
amount for two wheels, dude. Because like most bikes
Yeah.
are putting out like maybe 70, 80
Yeah.
max. That's a fucking jet engine. Like,
Basically,
that
yeah.
point, like that's like that fucking Tomahawk thing that Dodge made. The fucking
Oh,
four-wheel
yeah.
inline bike that had the fucking V12 on it.
That was a V10, the Viper V10.
Yeah, or yeah, fucking still
Fuck.
like 580 horsepower
Yeah.
and could fucking haul ass.
Oh yeah. And sounded when it did.
Buddy, my Will, the dude worked with at the club.
Yeah.
His fucking BMW shit out on him. His
Surprise.
well, he's getting an L.S. swap in it.
It's gonna be reliable
And
at
a
least.
325i.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's
That's gonna be fucking dope, dude.
yeah.
That thing's gonna sound unholy. Like just, what the fuck you got in that thing?
Stock, man. Stock.
Can't you tell it's German?
But officer, it's stock.
Stock my ass.
Yeah.
So the Pentagon, their little report they did on fucking UFOs, they said it found no evidence of aliens or hidden spacecraft or any kind of like black projects. Like they just fucking like nulled it all. Like, no, we ain't got any of that shit.
Sure they don't.
I mean, yeah, no, we just came up with computers that were the size of this house to start, and then fucking 20 years later, we've got shit that fits in your fucking pocket and stuff you can like tack to the fucking wall and make your whole wall a TV. Never mind all the fucking crazy visual shit for concerts now, because Excision's new stage show with the 3D projections is fucking gnarly. I get how they're doing it, and it's kind of cool because it's really just like an optical trick, because they put like the letterbox bars on the screen, and then they make the image go out
past those letterboxes
bars to make it look like it's 3D, but it's still just a 2D image. It's a neat trick. It's no Eric Prydz with his fucking like holographic bullshit that he had, where it had like the DNA strands around him and shit that showed you a long time ago. That motherfucker got some next level visuals. Like,
practical effect, like the difference between practical and...
Oh, this dude was doing like full blown like holographic projections that he would stand in the middle of. Like, he's like fucking Dead Mouse, but fucking way more like, I guess, neoclassical style.
Right.
It's still house music, but it's like very classically influenced. It's like that super niche shit.
Here's the thing. I like EDM, but the thing is, I live in Mississippi, and I played it at work.
Techno.
Yeah, people
like techno shit.
Yeah, listen to that bleep bloop shit. I'm like, no, this isn't bleep bloop. This is Zed's dead.
No, bleep bloop would sound like cars crashing.
Yeah, bleep bloop is not what you want to listen to when you're tripping, unless you're
bullshit.
I don't know, man.
I thoroughly enjoy it. Like,
not on mushrooms, or at least for me.
It's fucking wild anyway. Like, that guy's an incredibly talented
Oh yeah, no doubt. Like I love like, especially like some of his remixes and stuff.
The fact that that dude can keep shit that sounds like his computer is completely fucking up in time and make it cohesive is impressive. Speaking of which, I saw Clowncore put up a live concert on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, and it was fucking dope what I watched of it, because it starts out and it looks like a porta potty on stage, and there's just projections going on behind it, and it's like above the earth, and then it zooms down into a parking lot, and the fucking inside of the porta potty starts strobe lighting and shit, and then it starts flashing outside, then inside, outside, and then the walls fall down, and it's just them in there, and they just start riffing, dude. Those guys are two of the most impressive fucking musicians I have ever seen in my life.
Great stage show.
Dude, not musicianship. The best saxophone player I have ever seen in my life.
Really plays like the real saxophone.
Fucking bro. and
I'll have to
then
check this
playing
out.
keyboard at the same time with the other hand while he's running scales on a sax, and the fucking drummer's doing like 110, 120 BPM breakbeats and just like, and like fucking, these dudes are sick.
No shit.
It's just two guys in fucking like Dickies coveralls and clown masks, and it's like grindcore, jazz, funk, drum and bass. Like it's the weirdest eclectic mix, but like all kinds of music
Send that
teachers
to
are
me.
like, this is the most brilliant shit I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah,
Because
send that
of the
shit to
way
me.
it's written and the composition of the songs. Like, these guys are fucking good. Like, if you've never seen that shit, you gotta check it out.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out.
Like, they're bad as fuck. And it's super heavy, but at the same time, it gets like these real crazy, ethereal, like break songs. It's kind of like Tool, like you wander off into like the weird static and like sheet metal and shit. Like,
I can dig it though. I like
it's
that.
fucking good.
That'd be great for a journey, a spiritual journey.
Speaking of the music thing, Ableton 12 dropped.
Oh yeah.
Fucking around on it, and bro, let me tell you, it's got all kinds of nifty new shit on it. Like, it's got all kinds of shit to like generate MIDI like off just bass lines, and you can like link it to another track and have it locked in key. And you can, when you connect it to the other, like you have a bass line, you connect it to another track, and you click generate when you have it connected, and it will take that bass line and it will generate a melody for your other instrument just off you clicking a button. And then you can just like fine tune it with knobs, like adjust the fucking timing of it and the stutter and how many steps, how many notes, the length of the notes and shit, and find what you want without having to make it yourself. It just kind of generates shit. It's fucking neat, dude. It's supposed to help your workflow and like help you get out of those stagnant spots where like you're working on something you can't figure out where to go with it.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be able to toy with this shit and adjust certain things and maybe find something that gets you out of the block of having like that 16 bar loop that you just can't find something to go with. It also has a feature where it scans your sample library and then it will give you similar sounds to replace things with. Like,
what?
You can quick swap out different sounds that are they're ordered from most similar to least similar, and you can just go down through and replace shit like on your drum rack or just like random samples and shit. It's fucking wild.
I was always more of a Fruity Loops person, but I'll have to check that one out.
I never fucking understood Fruity Loops. I don't like the way their fucking arrangement view is set up.
Yeah.
I don't like how it's like all your tracks right there to the side, and then you have your mixer panel that's like a whole separate thing.
Well, it's like it doesn't really have but it doesn't have a lot of. It was kind of, I had to go through and just click a whole bunch of shit and figure out what did, or hover the mouse
Dude,
and
I did
look.
that
And
for so fucking long with Fruity Loops, and I could never get the hang of it. I picked Ableton up and was like instantly making shit with it, like
yeah,
because like it's literally you have two little bars up in the corner, and it swaps you from your mixer view where you have all your faders and shit and your clips. And then you have your arrangement view where you can just lay it out in a line and you work from your like timeline. I just flip it over to the timeline view, and then until I'm mixing down and like mastering at the end of it, I don't even look at the fucking like clip view.
yeah.
But
That's pretty cool though. I'll have to check that out because if I could figure out Fruity Loops, this would be
Ableton
way
is
fun.
really easy to get fucking lost in the weeds in though. Like you have to like get something in your mind that you're wanting to do and then figure out how to do it, because if you get to start playing with other shit, like you'll just get fucking so distracted and like you're ADD like me, dude. You get fucking lost off in the weeds so easy. Because there's been so many times that I've sat down, got 16 bars of a track, and then just trying to find something to go with it, I would get lost just playing with instruments, and
different
it would
ones.
just go away.
And it sounds like, hey, this sounds like that. Let me see if I can replay, like if I can play that on here. And you play the Jurassic Park theme, and everybody's like, "What the fuck?"
Dude, no, I have all of the Dracula flow shit off YouTube.
Yeah.
It ain't shit to me, man. I have all of that, like pulled in audio, and I'm about to make so many tracks with clips out of that to play at the club.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I
went back to work at the club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome, dude. That's fucking good.
For now. Oh, it was weird in there the other night.
How's that interaction? Because they had to call you back, right?
Well, yeah, Kenny called me. They knew if they would have called me, I would have probably told him to go fuck himself.
Golf Foxtrot Yankee.
I have nothing for that place. Kenny I like, however. Like, he's a good dude. Like, he ain't ever fucked me around. too bad. Like, get it where you get it kind of thing. Like, we both give each other shit all the time, but like, it's all in good spirit. The club, however, is not good spirit. That place has fucked me around more times than I care to count and done me extremely fucking dirty on multiple occasions. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I would sit back and watch motherfuckers drown, but Kenny called me, so
Yeah.
that's their only saving grace. And then that was the last little fucking phone a friend favor on that one.
Yeah, like
I was like, yeah, this ain't do boy this time, buddy. This is y'all are on my terms. Like, y'all fuck up, I'm gone. And there ain't no calling back this time. Like,
I mean,
I ain't got to worry about what I'm doing because I know I'm going to come in there and do my fucking job. I ain't going to hear shit from nobody, though. Like,
no.
I don't give a fuck who you are. I outrank 90% of the people in that building shy of 3. Doug, Kenny, and John. That's it. They're the only ones that have been there as long as I have. They have actually been there longer than me, all 3 of them. But on and off.
Yeah.
I've been there for a fucking while, too.
But you gotta, yeah, I would still consider your off time to be on time,
I wasn't
considering.
even fucking gone 6 months, and they called me 4 separate times to fix the fucking lights that nobody else knew how to fix. Like, literally, when dude sat down and he goes, so tell me about yourself, Luke. And he was like, I'm the guy that you call when shit's fucked up in here and nobody knows how to fix it. That's me. What else you want to know? I said I spent the last 9 years in this motherfucker probably more than anybody. Matter of fact, definitely more than anybody in this building right now. Like, I have worked doubles, which is 11 a.m. till 6 the next fucking morning on more than one occasion. Like, you name another motherfucker that's gonna do that shit, because I ain't seen one yet. Like,
That's crazy.
work day shift all fucking day, get to 30 minutes before I gotta leave, and then I get told by a manager on duty, oh, you gotta cover the shift for the guy tonight, and it's Friday night, which means I'm there till 6 in the morning. I've been there since 11 in the morning. I left my house at 9 in the morning to get there on time. So I'm 3 hours shy of 24 hours and still have the hour and a half drive home. Ain't seen nobody else do that shit in there. Ever. And I've got a witness to it.
Oh yeah.
She was working there when I was doing that shit, because she was still working the door. Like, she went to work and came back, and I was still in the fucking parking lot asleep because I had to work the next day too, day shift. Like, dude, I was working at one point in time in there. I was doing 110 to 120 hours every 2 weeks and getting paid minimum fucking wage for it. $7.25 an hour. Fuck you mean?
Hell no.
Like, no. That shit ain't good. And best believe Tennessee's fixing to try passing $20 an hour minimum wage. You know what that means? You got to compensate for that gap, sir.
Mind the gap.
Yeah. Because it ain't like it used to be on that whole independent contractor bit. Biden done changed a lot of shit. And you got to take care of people just like they're full-time fucking employees, regardless of their independent contractor status now. Like,
Really?
if you're a gig worker or not, you still get treated like you're fucking an actual employee. You got to get health benefits. You got to get fucking all that shit.
Damn.
Yeah. That's why all these fucking Republicans are sweating so goddamn hard. Because Trump got rid of all that shit and, like, put us in the spot where we were in with the whole gig economy shit. Because of COVID, they fucking took away a bunch of regulations on it. They put them back in, and fucking now everybody's sweating because, oh shit, we got to start taking care of our fucking employees when we could get away with just paying people the bare fucking minimum and not giving them any fucking benefits, vacation, leave, or anything like that.
Right.
And having the freedom to just fuck them off at will just because we want to. Right.
Well, that's another thing about where we live. This is a right to work state. Like you can walk in. They can just not like, I don't like your fucking tattoos. You're fucking, give me your badge and get the fuck home.
Oh yeah, I know. Like that's,
Like,
why,
that's
dude. That's
bullshit.
why I will not work for a factory around here, because all of them used to be on that bullshit of where you had to go through like Hamilton Rocker or somebody and get hired on through a temp service, and then after your 30 or 60 days or whatever, they could just shit can you with no unemployment, nothing. Like, just drop you at the And that's what they did to a lot of people. They let them work their fucking 60-day probation.
Oh, they make people work
and
longer
never
than
make them
that.
permanent.
Never make them permanent. Yeah, I knew people that worked way longer than that. They never made permanent, but because they were still getting paid like the.
The base fucking pay and
Whoa.
bullshit and working like everybody else.
Yeah, no vacation, no holidays.
Because they would do it and
Yeah.
not say anything about it. It was the same thing that happened to me up there.
Mm.
Like, they didn't fucking start giving me shit until I started raising my voice about things not being what they said they were going to be from the get-go. I got told that I was, oh, well, when the money starts picking back up again, we'll make sure you're taken care of. That shit never happened. I had to walk twice. Like, I'm talking unplug my shit, let the music go dead in the middle of the night, like, give me my fucking money, or it can be like this, or you can DJ.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not being unreasonable. I'm asking for what I was told I would get when I got fucking hired. Otherwise, I would have told you to go fuck yourself in the first place if I knew it was going to be like this.
Yeah.
And I said that shit to the fucking owner on the phone. Like, when the whole $15 an hour shit got brought up, I was like, look, man, I already know what the fucking last DJs were making prime shift. And I already know I'm making half that. Which is not okay with me, considering I drive an hour and a half and I'm here every time y'all need me.
Like, I'm not kissing your ass. I'm not pulling your balls. But
Oh, no. Like, I'll fucking straight up tell you.
Yeah.
You ain't getting no brown noser out of me. I don't give a fuck who you are. You gonna look the same as I do when I'm dead.
Yep.
Like, you gonna be fucking pile of bones just like me, and guess what? We're gonna look just the fucking same. So you ain't getting no kind of fucking respect out of me unless you show it back.
Right. Unless you give me a reason to.
And damn sure ain't getting no respect out of me when you gonna straight up fucking work me like a dog and then get an attitude with me when I asked for my money to be made what I was told it would be made in the first place.
Yeah.
I ain't the one that fucked up here. That's not my bad. You shouldn't have fucking had somebody tell me what I was gonna be making from the get-go, and then when I asked for it, tell me I'm being fucked up.
Like, no, that's literally what
That's not how this works.
Right.
Like, I get you fucking do the whole nepotism buddy system shit. No.
What's the other one? Is it like nepotism?
Cronyism.
Cronyism. Yeah.
That's where you hire your buddies.
Yeah. Oh,
And apparently motherfuckers don't understand that whole you never mix business with friendship, because 9 times out of 10 your business is going to go to shit because of a friendship, because friends are always going to try to take advantage of shit most times.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that's fact.
People always want to fucking take a mile when they get an inch. Like,
I know some places that I may have worked at in the past that
oh, they do.
You look
that,
around, you're like,
they
buddy
do
system,
that whole
buddy
your
system,
family
buddy
shit.
system.
And it's like, there ain't no family to this shit.
Don't
like,
call me family. That is an insult, motherfucker. Please take that back.
Like,
I'm fighting
y'all
words.
Motherfuckers, like, I'm only your family when you need me for some shit, which
Right.
is pretty accurate to family, but
Yeah, yeah. That's actually, you know what? That actually makes sense now that you mentioned it that way.
fucking, I'm gonna wear a fucking Vin Diesel mask to work. Your family.
Do it and record it, please.
Dude, I fucking got the funniest goddamn sweatshirt. It's just like a fucking Barbie doll that's making like the
Oh yeah.
face, like the whole front of the sweater is just that. I'm gonna wear this shit to work. I got that one, and I got another one that's got like the Vicarious video, the heads, like the eternal heads, but it's Joe Rogan in the fucking center of them. I saw them and I was like, oh my god, both of these are fucking amazing.
Speaking of which,
yeah, I got new shirts actually printed.
I really
see what
want
they look
that
like.
one.
That Plague Doctor one is super soft.
Yeah, it looks
that one. I really like how the colors turned out on the like actual first esoteric apparel one. Yeah. I got a couple other designs I'm working on. But yeah, check that shit out on the store.
Link in the description.
All kinds of new stuff up. A bunch of new crystals posted. Bunch of sculpture stuff and canvas prints and all kinds of neat shit.
Hell yeah.
I started the clothing line. I've got Erin's new t-shirt of the month, which is like the Galaxy chick. That one's pretty cool too. It's in here in her art room. Hang on.
Yeah, and it's really, really good quality. Like, the t-shirts are really nice. Like, I've got, there's like 3 that I went from spending money in the cat store to spending money in the merch store. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's really cool.
But that's the new t-shirt of the month too.
Fuck yeah.
Pretty sick.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I put that one up as t-shirt of the month this month, and then I turned one of Kenny's jokes into a T-shirt because I thought it was pretty funny. The
Oh, yeah.
Justin, like, why did 5,000 dead kids cross the road? Because I wore the wrong sock to work today. And it's got a sock with bugged eyes and it's just all dirty and frayed and shit. But it's like standing up on its own.
Yeah. Oh my God, this was a topic at work a couple weeks ago about I don't clean my kids' room anymore. I don't pick up their socks. I don't pick up their underwear. I don't pick up their clothes at all. You can put
Why
that
is
shit.
this thing like it's been sitting in cement? Why
Oh.
does it smell like seawater that's 4 months old?
You pick it up, it doesn't change form. You're just like, oh no, I have to go sanitize right
It's
now.
like held out like this.
Yeah, like I have to go defunk right now. Like I'm gonna be sick.
It's like your nitrile gloves, bro. You got a fucking borderline teenage son in the house? Yeah.
Oh, he is teenage, 14.
I mean, like I said, fucking any kid, don't ever get that kid VR. He'll never leave his bedroom.
Bro, I made a joke about that the other day because I heard you talk about it. And I'm like, still,
Breeze kid is all the time playing on it and shit. And I looked at Bree one day and I was like, you know what he's doing on that, right? She's like, he's playing fucking shoot games. I was like, that's not all he's doing.
that's not all. Not when you're
It's
around.
like, all I got to say is if I had some shit like that when I was a fucking teenager, nobody would have ever saw me. Like,
I probably wouldn't have made about a quarter of the bad decisions that I
drop
did
out of
make.
school, fucking
Yeah.
living in parents' basement.
I called him out on it, and like you should have seen him, man. His face turned,
Oh, I bet.
woo, like almost color.
Kids these days, dude, like they've got shit. We used to have to
Wow.
walk 8 miles uphill in the snow to get porno, and it was in a magazine. It didn't even move.
Physical media, yeah.
Like,
I told him, I was like,
and
y'all
it
don't
was
realize
all
how.
old, like 70s bush and shit. Like,
Or you found your friend's dad's stash, and then you're like, why are some of these pages sticking together?
ew.
Because you don't get it when you're young. You're like, boobs.
So I saw where Americans might be getting a $9,600 tax credit to buy a home as part of like a new program where they're trying to like stimulate the housing market because the commercial housing sector is in super deep shit right now, and like a lot of banks are about to fail again here pretty soon because of taking on debt for commercial property that came up a loss, and now they can't recoup their money, so they're just gonna have to write it off, and it's probably gonna fuck a lot of banks. I literally just read this shit this morning. Like Powell, the Fed chair, was talking about it. He was like, we're in a pretty serious, dire situation with the housing market right now because of commercial property that was rented out and shit during COVID, and then it came up a loss, went defunct or failed out, and now those banks are holding loans and shit that people can't repay. So, yeah, there's that. And then also, I got told I sent off 122 grams of 14 karat gold to this Cash for Gold place. And you see the commercials all the time. We'll give you top dollar. Okay, 122 grams.
That's a lot.
Bare minimum 14 karat off spot price calculated is $4,000 because spot price is $2,200 an ounce, close to it. So 122 grams, it's well over 2 ounces.
Yeah.
A little more is it 36 grams an ounce? Pretty sure.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I haven't sold weed in years.
Yeah, dude, ever since I've started working this legit job, it's been
7, 14, 21, 28.
Yeah, 28. That
4
makes
quarters,
sense.
duh. But yeah, 28 grams. Yeah, so fucking say 30. That's
About
4.5 ounces.
Yeah.
So 4.5 ounces calculated at 2,200 for pure gold is about half. So right at $4,000. That's asking $1,000 per ounce. That's half because it's pretty much half. So I know what it is. This motherfucker gonna tell me that's not spot price. I was like, bro, let me tell you something. You may run game on elderly people and fucking idiots, but I'm not stupid. I know what y'all do anyway, because all you're going to do is melt this shit down, refine it, and churn it back out as some other bullshit jewelry that's going to get sold on fucking JTV to some elderly person. But I know 14 karat, not plated, 14 karat solid gold is not worth $1,000 for 122 grams by any stretch of the fucking sense. And then when I told him I wanted my shit back, because I'd already told them 3 times to send it back when I rebuked their offer that they gave me of $1,100.
Offered you $1,100?
Yeah, $1,100. And that's not even all that was in it. There was like another 60 or so grams of fucking 18 karat and like some 24 karat and some fucking 925 shit and like solid gold coins and shit in there that were like 24 karat gold. And they offered me $1,100. I was like, you have got to be out of your motherfucking mind. I've already did the calculations for what that shit's worth off spot price. That's before refining it. Once you refine it, that shit's probably well over that.
Yeah, because I mean, that process is paid for.
Like off rip. And it says on their website, we'll send it back to you next day if you don't want our offer. We're going on a week now. And 3 emails where I said, just send my stuff back. Like, and chastise them for thinking I was that fucking retarded. 3 times. Then I get a phone call from this little young, cocky motherfucker. I just woke up, barely threw a cup of coffee, hadn't had a cigarette, vape, nothing. And this motherfucker gonna be like, we were wanting to talk to you about the offer we made. I said, I already told you I don't want your fucking offer.
Yeah,
I've already told you 3 fucking times to send my shit back.
Right, if it's not this...
Because you're offering me not even a quarter of what 3 of the fucking rings are worth.
Yeah.
I was like, just send it back to me. Because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do exactly what y'all are going to fucking do. I'm going to smelt it down and refine it. And I'm going to take it to the jewelry store and sell it.
All right.
And that's when he started getting a fucking attitude. He's like, well, I've got your things and you're being real disrespectful. I said, disrespectful, motherfucker. You have my money that I've already asked to be returned 3 separate times, and now you gonna make threats about you have my shit? I was like, you also have an address on the fucking internet.
And I'm just gonna listen for your voice. I'm not gonna say a word when I walk in.
Bro, I will come to every fucking address listed. You want to run your mouth like that? I was like, y'all scam folks. And you just got pissed off that you got called on it. Because he got super fucking mouthy with me when I told him, I was like, I know what calculated spot price is. I know how to fucking do the formula. There's calculators online that will tell you what the fucking value is.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the fucking coin pages that I go to and the shit that I get coins graded at is not going to be fucking wrong, nor is Ampex, the largest fucking distributor of gold, silver, platinum, all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, they have the spot price running on a live fucking ticker at the top of the page on every site that I go to, so I know what the fuck it is. And you don't get mad like that unless somebody calls you on something that's true.
Right. If you're not in the wrong, you're not going to get defensive like that.
And then you're not going to fucking make threats of withholding somebody's shit. I have that call recorder thing on my phone.
Yeah, yeah.
Because reasons.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers have like tried to fuck me around a couple times and it saved my ass. Because that whole my word against theirs is kind of hard to make that point when you got the recording like, oh, really?
Is that a fact?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, nonetheless, fucking, I sent a nice little message back to the email to him. I was like, yeah, well, thank y'all for your little cocky-ass motherfucker that called me this morning, getting an attitude and acting like he's going to hold my shit. I'm going to make sure I play that for my lawyer if you don't get my shit in the mail fucking tomorrow. Like, yeah. I was like, I'm not fucking playing any games with y'all, dudes. Like, y'all offer me a bullshit offer. It says on your site, if you rebuke it, you'll return it in a day.
Right,
it's going on a fucking week. Like,
right.
Where's my shit? Why am I still having to ask y'all to return my things for the 5th fucking time? 5 times I've said, I don't want your offer. There's nothing that you're going to do shy of offer me fucking $8,500 that's going to change my mind. So unless you're going to do that, get my shit in the mail and get it back to me. Period. Like, I'm fucking done talking about it. The fact that you want to argue with me that something is... They're doing that fucking eBay and Facebook Marketplace shit I always bitch about. Trying to come at you with, oh, this isn't worth what you think it's worth. Motherfucker!
What's your basis of?
What is your fucking argument or reasoning to
Yeah.
be able to say this shit? And what makes you think that's going to strike any kind of proper chord with somebody other than get your fucking teeth knocked out in most situations?
Yeah, that's
If
just,
you ever did that shit to somebody face to face, you would probably get your fucking ass beat.
yeah. If you yeah, especially
Ain't no probably. You would definitely get your ass beat if you were dealing with me. And like, that's fucking stupid. Don't come at me and tell me the shit that I'm selling is not worth what I say it's worth as your, like, offer.
yeah.
Like,
That's a
in
really
what fucking
shitty.
planet is your peanut-sized brain wrapping around that and saying, yeah, that sounds good. That'll work.
Start with that one. Lead with that.
It's like you're the same type of dude that probably thinks negging works on chicks. Where you make, like, backhanded comments to bitches, which kind of does sometimes. But, like,
We don't kink shame here.
it's not even that, but it's like the people that fucking follow that, like the art of the game bullshit. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, those kind of people. It's like they think that shit applies to everything in life because they read something on the internet one time while they were taking a shit. And like, dude, if there's one thing I've learned, the internet has done nothing but give stupid people louder voices.
It does.
Hi. Yeah, I'm aware. We're all dumb.
Let's break
It's
the fourth
not
wall.
mutually exclusive to anybody. Like, every one of us are stupid. We think we got shit figured out, but we don't know a fucking thing. Like,
We don't know
not a
shit.
goddamn thing. Like, we are the dumbest shit on the face of the earth, and if you really think about it, we're just one long asshole.
Yeah. Now the thing I heard was with we're primates basically with god tier technology.
Yeah, and we use it to watch porno and cat videos.
But why? Like how did we
People
get
act
here?
like NPCs on fucking TikTok. I'm so fucking over this planet. Like, I know why we're overdue for that next big catastrophe. It's because we make it to about 12,000, 13,000 years, and then it just goes to shit every time, I guarantee it. It's like, it just gets so fucking dumb right about the time shit's supposed to go haywire. Like, I guarantee it. It's gonna be fucking 2012, or what was it, 2012? That fucking movie with Woody Harrelson where he's on top of the fucking mountain when the
Yeah.
asteroids are raining in. That's gonna be me, dude. like I'm gonna find the high spot just so I'm the
Get-
first motherfucker hit.
Get hit
Like,
quicker, yeah.
I just want to see it coming. Like, I just fucking watch it all go to shit.
Yeah.
I think that's why Anima's my favorite song, because it's just about everything getting fucked. Like, because, dude, we've made it to a point where we are literally arguing about shit that means absolutely fuck all to anybody because we don't want to fucking point the finger at what the real problem is, and that's the politicians that have allowed corporations to get their money into politics and make careers of people that are dumb fuckheads that aren't doing shit for their constituents, but they're lining their fucking pockets and making sure that generational wealth runs deep. And all the while, people are arguing about shit that doesn't affect them or fucking matter to them other than them hearing it on TV and getting pissed off about it. Every fucking news network that's on TV, the motherfuckers that are anchors are either married to, related to, or some kind of connection to a fucking politician. There's a reason why CNN is red and Fox News is blue.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. It's literally, they say the exact opposite shit on either channel. You can't get a straight answer out of fucking either one of them, and they just run bullshit 24/7.
It's fear mongering.
It's not even that. It's just fucking lies most of the time. Fucking Fox News had to pay a goddamn $1 billion fucking lawsuit for all the shit they were spewing about a false election when Trump.
I'm saying it's on both
shit.
sides, man. It's about like who are the people to sell the
That's what I'm
panic, sell
saying.
the cure.
It's neat. That's what they're there for.
Yeah.
Is to keep people arguing amongst themselves about fucking this beer brand's trying to make you gay and all this other dumb bullshit.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, politicians aren't getting a fucking thing done anywhere on either side of the aisle. Biden's got some shit accomplished, considering what he came up against. It was the same thing that Obama came into after Bush. A Republican comes in for 4 or 8 years, completely fucks our economy, either gets us in a war or alienates us with all of our fucking allies, and then the next Democrat is left to fucking pick all of it up and try to make communism work. And everybody gets pissed off because they're trying to give shit to people that they've been fucking asking for, but all they want to do is bitch about how they didn't get enough.
Like who was in when we got the stimulus? Because that's like the only stimulus I remember.
Trump. But that's also why we're in the awful financial situation we're in right now. And all that 2017 money is in your fucking wallet. That obnoxious amount of money that was printed in 2017. That's why inflation is at an all-time fucking high, because we printed out more fucking money than we ever have. Like, that, you can't just do that. We also shut the country down during that stimulus shit, which we shouldn't have fucking done.
Right.
Like, that was done because somebody didn't know what the fuck they were doing and freaked out. And started listening to all of the wrong fucking people. Like, when we have a country that takes a doctor that has cured diseases that some of these people that are bitching about it couldn't even fucking pronounce, and y'all want to listen to a reality TV show host saying that something's not real when a doctor that has cured, like, highly infectious diseases and has worked on multiple projects that have saved millions of lives, thousands of lives, whatever.
Yeah.
And that guy looks like the asshole, as opposed to a dude that used to sit on TV and go, "You're fired," and bankrupted everything he's ever put his fucking hands on.
Yeah, this was fine.
That speaks to the IQ of this country. It is not a popularity contest that we're having. It is for the betterment of our country to pick somebody that is actually gonna fucking do something for us.
And who did you say were going to be our prime choices this election?
That's my point. Like, there's gonna something's got to give, dude. We can't just keep letting this shit fucking happen, man. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's a repetitive cycle.
I've been saying since I was in high school that this shit's not gonna stay working.
No.
Like, it was failing fucking 30 years ago. It's damn sure not doing any better today, and if anything, it is eroded enough to where somebody can take full advantage of it just because of all the fucking loopholes, because all we've done is put fucking lawyers in office for the past fucking 60, 70 years.
Them with their legalese.
Yeah, them and their wordy bullshit to fucking screw people over because they're just shilling for corporate folks. Why do you think we had all those streaming services just consolidating into one? Hell, Discovery Channel owns fucking HBO, Disney, and fucking something else now.
Yeah, you can.
There's like 14 fucking companies that own everything worth of shit. Like, anything that's a popular, normal brand that you use on a daily basis is owned by like maybe 4 or 5 companies.
Oh, yeah.
And there's not supposed to be monopolies. Motherfucker, every utility company in any county is a fucking monopoly.
Yeah.
There's only one power supplier you can go to around here, and it's Alcorn County Electric.
Yeah. And somebody was talking to me about that the other day. I was like, when you own a monopoly on it, you can charge whatever the fuck you want. Fucking power bill's expensive.
The only one that has any kind of maneuvering is like cable services, like Xfinity, AT&T. But now AT&T's encroaching on fucking Comcast with doing like the fucking AT&T Uverse shit and having TV now. And then Comcast is encroaching on fucking AT&T by doing phone lines and shit and cell phone service now. Like,
exactly.
Like, everybody's competing for a slice of the same fucking pie, and the ones that can't compete are just getting sucked up by all the larger fish in the fucking ocean.
Yeah.
And that just lays off half the workforce. Rooster Teeth went under last week. Rooster Teeth is no more.
What?
Yep. I think it was AT&T or somebody bought out the company that owned them.
No shit.
And then like they were getting strangled out because of funding and shit. So they finally shut fucking Rooster Teeth down.
And it's legal for them to do all that. That's what staggers me.
That's the thing. Running trend. Like, a big company will buy a smaller company. They'll lay off half the workforce, churn out a mediocre fucking product because they're trying to bump shit out and like impress the shareholders, fuck the product. It's not about the product. It's about the shareholders. I just watched on fucking nightly news last night where Boeing's in deep shit.
Really?
Like, fixing to get every one of their fucking aircraft across the entire United States grounded because of failures in safety shit.
Yeah, they don't pay the workers enough to really give a shit, and then
Well, I mean,
they don't enforce it. They don't do
There's
quality.
undercover video of a guy like asking employees like, "Would you fly on this thing?" And people are going, "Fuck no!" Like, there's only one dude that was like, "Yeah, but I got a death wish." God damn, bro! Like, fucking, that shit's wild, man. Like,
That's
there's been so many fucking corners cut, and it's all to impress shareholders. Like,
Yeah.
if you don't hold stake in a company, which is why I got into the whole investing thing, like, technically, I got to say so in some shit, because I own shares and
right.
a decent amount of shares in some shit. So I get prospectus and I get fucking like meetings and shit and get to sit in on call, like board meeting calls and shit like that if I choose to do so. That's also what has given me the advantage to the fact where I'm running a 42% gain in my Roth IRA right now. Like, 42% gains.
Damn.
You know what my broker's gains are in my traditional? 1.16. I'm at 41.62
Holy shit.
in my portfolio compared to this broker that's supposed to be handling my retirement funds. Yeah, next year,
Pretty
all
nice.
that shit's going to be getting transferred to my IRA, and that broker can go fuck himself because he has not been doing his job worth a fuck.
And that'll
Like-
put you
Like,
50%.
in charge of all my shit.
Yeah,
like,
I was at 50% just about it.
No, I fucking have all the percent because, like, I'll be the one
If
doing
he
the
gets the
brokerage.
1%, oh, so you'll be doing. Oh, so you'll be taking that.
Oh no, I'll be taking like all my money out of that account, just
Right.
closing it and putting it in my Roth, and then just using it from there. Because like my Roth is what has all my fucking Bitcoin ETF shit and stuff in it. Because I've got quite a few shares of BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF that's still priced in at like $37 right now.
I'm still mind blown that it blew up like it did last week.
Bro, I've taken out like 2,500 and I'm back up to $8,000. Yeah. Like I told you, like this shit's been steadily all fucking week for the last week. Like I'll take out $600, it'll be back by the afternoon. Like it's just money for nothing. Like it's just fucking day trading. Like all I've been doing is just moving shit between accounts, like swapping tokens whenever something starts bottoming out and getting a bunch more of them. And then when it goes up, I'll fucking sell what I just fucking made off of it.
Yeah.
Keep the remainder in there and just let it build back up. I've had a couple go from like $40 to $300. I take out the 300 but 40 and it's back up to like 170 now. Yeah, like it's been like that on multiple ones.
Nice.
Yeah, like it,
Very nice.
I knew it was going to take off because I mean the fucking US dollar is about, everybody's realizing it's shit tickets. I mean, it's got no intrinsic value no more than they fucking say crypto has. Crypto's a backed chain of data that you can use pretty much anywhere. Like, everybody takes fucking crypto now. There's so many goddamn businesses that accept crypto. Hell, the fucking gas station down here, the BP,
Yeah.
their ATM is a crypto ATM. You can withdraw from crypto accounts on there.
What?
Yeah.
That's
It's
crazy.
a Bitwise ATM. Like,
Okay.
yeah, like this shit is picking up. People fucking talk all that smack about it because of what happened with FTX and Celsius and shit, and they don't realize that's but a small drop in the pond because there are countries that have already adopted Bitcoin as like their central currency.
Mhm.
Like, I think it's Venezuela. Pretty sure it's Venezuela is in standing to potentially be the new richest country because they've been collecting Bitcoin for like the last 10 years as their currency, and now it's up to $70,000. Yeah, you remember like 2 months ago when Bitcoin was like 36 grand Bitcoin? Yeah, it's 70 grand Bitcoin now. It's doubled in value in 2 months. Like,
Wow.
you look at the chart, it goes, like, it hit a new all-time high last Friday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We talked. Yeah.
Yeah, like last Friday, it hit higher than it's ever been, and the halving's in less than 15 days. So that means
Still.
there's potential for it to go 10x from here Like it could go from 70 to 150, and if you invested $5,000, that's $30,000-$40,000. Like probably more than that. I'm not that good at math. I'm not that autistic, but like
Not that kind of. No, they're on the
it's a
spectrum.
lot of fucking money
Yeah.
nonetheless.
Yeah.
Like, which is why when I was at the club and I was making all that extra money, I was just throwing it back into crypto accounts. If there was something that was like sub 1 cent, like if it was below a penny, fuck yeah, give me like 1,000,000 of them. Because it's only like 10, $20. Like, and I just kept doing that and accumulating SHIB and Doge and fucking all these other little meme coins and shit. And I've already made all the money I lost through the bloodbath that was like right after COVID when the crypto markets like completely took a shit and everything tanked.
Yeah.
Like I made back all of my money and most of what I put in. And then like all of the money that I lost plus the money that I put in, I've gotten all that back and then some.
Damn.
In the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, you were a lot less stressed last
Dude,
week.
like because it took a lot of weight off my shoulders because I've been watching this shit go sideways for like 2 weeks and then just drop. And it's like, oh god, and I'll get my gains back to where I'm back in the green, and then shit'll drop twice as far. And it's like, bro, what the fuck? Like I'm trying to keep faith here, but god damn it, like every time I turn around, I'm opening it up, and it's just like that dollar value's getting smaller and smaller. And now it's doing the opposite. Now it's going back in the green direction, and I'm like up. So like, I'm always gonna be freaking out when it comes to my investments and shit. Cause dude, it's a fucking
Yeah, you put that much money in with it, man.
When it comes to just putting money into shit, like,
And
because there's a high fucking probability you're never gonna see that money again in most cases.
Right.
Especially when you're playing risky assets like crypto and shit. Cause I mean, fucking Luna, like USDT, like Tether, the coin that Dogecoin guy started, or it's Terra Labs.
Yeah.
We're talking about them. They're going back up finally, but that dude just beat extradition charges to the United States over charges they're trying to hit him with for selling illegal securities, which
that sounds like a bullshit
charge. They were trying to fucking run the same case on fucking Ripple, which is XRP, the token XRP. They were trying to do the same thing to them, and the fucking SEC lost the case. So I don't know why they think they're going to be able to get extradition on this dude and try to sue him for the same thing they just did to fucking Ripple when they're doing the exact same thing. Hell, the coin has already pretty much made back all the money it lost because this shit went from like $3 to like millionths of a cent. Like there was like 8 zeros after the decimal and then one, yeah, like it flatlined like overnight. Like billions of dollars in investor money just
the collective gasp.
Oh, dude, no, like, I was glad I wasn't invested in it beforehand. But when it tanked,
Yeah.
no, that's one thing about the crypto market, man. You can never count some shit out because everybody that does ends up fucking missing the boat.
Yeah.
That's why crypto's like equal opportunity to make people rich because you don't have to have a lot of money to get into it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of tokens that are sub 1 cent. Like I'm talking tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of cents, like 5 zeros before the first one underneath the dollar.
You put $5 and you're like, fuck it, what's $5 going to be?
Like $5 will get you a couple million tokens.
Exactly.
And that shit goes up and erases even 3 zeros. You just made 3 zeros tacked onto whatever your initial investment was. So you invested $50, it goes up 3 zeros. You just made 5,000.
Yeah.
Like that's the kind of money you can make in this shit. It's like highly volatile, highly risky. But if you watch the market and pay attention to the news cycles and don't just pigeonhole yourself watching one source, like I spread myself out and like I keep an eye on different websites that are talking about shit. I look at stuff that's going on with the SEC and what they're taking to court and shit like that. I look at stuff that's being utilized for like online gaming because the online casino thing's getting hot as fuck.
Oh man, it is.
Dude, I want fucking $4,500. $4,500, and
on online casino, like
on one of
the
crypto
tappers.
Casinos.
Like,
no, one of the crypto casinos. I was just playing slots, like I'm sitting in fucking Tunica, just sitting here at the house, just fucking and won $4,500 and transferred every bit of it to my crypto account, and got it within like a day. And then took $2,000 out of it, out of the crypto account into my bank and got that in like another day and a half. Like, just sitting here at the house. And I only put $120 Bitcoin, like, in that crypto casino and played, sitting in there cooking dinner. Like, fucking let that auto spin sitting on the counter and it hit for $4,500. And I went, and come running in here. I was like, babe, and just turned it around like this and just looked at it. And I was like, she goes, you just won that? She was like, real money? I was like, yeah. Like,
What?
yeah. Like, it's called coins.game. But yeah,
Check
it's
that
an
out.
online crypto casino. You can only play certain shit on it. Like, you can play blackjack, roulette.
Oh, I'm good with
fucking,
blackjack.
like, what's the Plinko?
Oh
Or
yeah.
Pachinko or whatever. You can play like that shit.
Where
Or
it drops.
like the little thing drops and shit.
Yeah, Plinko.
Yeah, you can play all kinds. It's got pretty much every fucking casino game you would want to play. Like, it's got fucking video poker and all that shit. It's just like sitting in Tunica. You just ain't got to drive out there and deal with all the old folks. Because we went out there last week and fucking sat out there for a couple hours, and it was just like, man, it ain't even fun out here anymore. It's loud and obnoxious and fucking... You can't find any machines that are the old school ones that aren't the fucking computer program shit that...
Right.
Which, this is computer program shit, but I'm not gonna lie, dude. I've won probably close to 10 grand off of it. Like, and haven't spent that much, because I'll throw 120 off in there, like, every other month, and then I'll just play until I either run out or until I hit for a decent amount, and then I'll just set it down, and they give you kickback rewards. So if you're spending money on there, like, you got little bonuses you can pull up and go in there, and it'll give you, like, rate backs off losses, or you get so many streaks, they'll give you, like, their own currency to play with, and then you can convert that to other cryptocurrencies and actually cash it out. Like, it's kind of fucking neat the way they got it set up. It seems very fucking illegal, though.
It sounds addictive almost.
It sounds like it's some shit that's going on overseas, and they've just got it like VPN locked where they can fucking just run it in the States. Because I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to be able to do any kind of betting shit online other than like DraftKings, and that's very fucking gray area when it comes to that shit.
You have to have a
Because
book.
fucking sports betting used to be highly fucking illegal.
Yeah.
Because that was like the main syndicate crime thing was like.
That's where the money was
gambling and
at.
shit.
Yeah. I mean, makes sense.
Fucking Peaky Blinders, fucking bookie's office, like, shit's been going on for a long fucking time. It's not new shit.
No, we just got technology now. God tier technology to
monkeys.
Yeah. To run the criminal underworld.
Fucking, I gotta go work tomorrow. I'm so fucking not prepared for this shit.
Oh yeah, you text me. I mean, I'll be up. So
I mean, I'm not worried about shit not going well. I haven't been in there in a while, and I know my propensity to fucking talk a lot of shit, and there's probably gonna be quite a few people in there that don't know me that well. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna ruffle some feathers tomorrow. Who knows?
you make some new friends. That's what you got to look at. You got to be positive.
Oh, no, I never make friends on the first day. It's always enemies. They
Fucking
always hate me on the
asshole.
first day because I make motherfuckers actually work, unlike everybody else do.
Yeah.
No, Kenny will make them run stage. Like, I'll make them run stage whether there's people in there or not if they piss me off. Like, you will not get break songs, period, if you talk shit. And you damn sure ain't getting whatever you want played for you unless you tip it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't work for free. I don't ask you to go up there and grind on somebody for fucking nothing.
Right.
For $5. You shouldn't expect that shit out of me. You get the respect you give, and that works for both genders.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. Like, you don't like it, then maybe treat people better. Might get treated better. Who knows?
Maybe.
Maybe. If you're nice about it.
Yeah, there's tact.
That shit doesn't exist in the strip club. I've literally watched a dude walk up to a stranger, pull the butt plug out of her ass, sniff it, stick it in his mouth, and then put it back. These motherfuckers had no idea who the other person was, didn't even know names, and this motherfucker just walked up in front of a room full of people and... Bruh.
Okay.
The fuck? Like, I've seen some wild shit in my day. That fucking topped a lot. Like, I was looking at it like a fucking train wreck happening in slow motion going, there's no way. I turned around, looked at Tyler, and Tyler was like, and I was like, you just removed that from God only knows from which it came. Literally and figuratively.
Yes.
That and the fact that in this same place I've seen a chick that when I first got hired there, we had a policy of you would get weighed before you got hired.
Right.
When I first started working there, because you couldn't be over a certain weight, couldn't be over a certain age, couldn't
Had
be butterface
guidelines
and shit. Like, yeah, no, like it was like we want 10s in here, not 3s. Like, yeah, and they were fucking very plain about it. And that just kind of eroded over time because you can't really do that shit anymore because people will try to fucking sue you.
Yeah.
Even though, motherfucker, it's a strip club. Don't nobody want to come in here and see somebody that looks like their aunt and they're 50. Like, no. Like, day shift maybe that'll fly, but like fucking night shift at a shake joint, if I walk in and there's a bunch of chicks that look like they just walked out of the truck stop parking lot across the street, I'm fucking turning around and walking out. Like,
yeah. No, it
just
sounds
saying.
about like kind of
But
how it was here.
when you have one of those chicks that's just like kind of burly, but the chick can outdance every one of the hot chicks in the building.
Effort, yeah.
I'm talking like fucking smoke. Even the good ones didn't hold a candle to this chick.
Yeah.
Personality, fucking amazing.
Of course.
Looks, like
could,
sweet as she could be, but and could fuck. I was like, I got $100 on her, on whoever wants to go poultry for poultry playing horse. I just want to see somebody try because I know she's gonna smoke the fuck out of you. Like she would do some crazy shit, and she was a big chick.
probably very muscular, like built.
She used to be a house mom at a club.
Yeah.
So she was all time in there and like teaching new girls and shit. But like she fucking beast. Kenny's on the mic one night talking to the chick on stage. Show him your ping pong ball trick. And she goes, I don't have any ping pong balls from the VIP. And Kenny, without skipping a beat, not turning the mic off, goes, I said ping pong balls, not footballs, you fat bitch. Bro, we couldn't look at each other for 2 hours without fucking cackling. Like, dude, I had tears rolling down my cheeks. I couldn't fucking breathe. I was as red as that fucking funnel on the table. Like, dude, oh my God. Some of the shit that I've heard / seen in that place, you think you hear or see it all, and then somebody just comes along and goes, nope, not today.
Yeah, you're gonna learn
I'm gonna
today.
show you something brand new you didn't ever think you were gonna see before. Whether that be some fucking weird ass balloon knot of an asshole pointed at you when you look up over the computer, or fucking butt plug sucking dudes and fucking weird shit all the time. Fucking watched a bitch fall in the trash can in the back one night and then couldn't get out because she fell in ass first, and she's just like legs and fucking arms out of one of the big 55-gallon Rubbermaid trash cans.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
fucking screaming for help because it's full of fucking empty like liquor cups and beer cups and shit. So it's just like an amalgamation of funk ass smelling liquid in the bottom of it. It's like ass first in it.
Good Lord. Go wash
Somebody's
that thing.
gonna be cooking sourdough this week.
pH comes way off. Whoa.
Why is it so acidic? It's like fucking lemon juice, Jesus. Fucking, so I walked in one night. This was here in town.
Oh, God.
This was
Oh,
when Cherries was
God.
open. I walked in the dressing room one night, and all I walked into was the tail end of a conversation where this bitch said, it was so bad, it was like I was cooking sourdough rolls. And I almost fucking threw up in my mouth. Like, I turned around in step, didn't ask for tips or shit. I just walked out and left. I was just like, nope.
86.
Willie tried to stop me. I was like, no, fuck you, dude. After what I just heard, I'm going home.
I have to go home and play
and redecorate my living room brain matter gray after that one. Like, whoa. And it had to be the one that talked like this.
Oh God.
It's like, could you try to talk any less like a dude, please? And her voice carried, so if she saw you, you were, hi! God damn it.
There's people like that.
Her name was Venus. Her stage name was Venus. She wouldn't get on stage if I called her Venus, but best believe if I said, penis, coming to the top side, she would be on stage in a heartbeat. I'm not even fucking playing with you. Like, I could call her actual name to stage. Wouldn't show up. This second. Making her way to the top side next, we got the gorgeous Venus. Nothing. Penis! Come running. Looked at Willie one night, I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. He's like, have you been doing that the whole time? I was like, yeah. He goes, I thought you were, but I just didn't. I was like, I couldn't figure out it. He's like, you pull it so well, you can make it sound just alike. Like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Many a shit talking nights up there, too. Kind of miss Willie. A bad motherfucker, dude. Watch that dude whip the dog shit out of 3 big corn-fed country motherfuckers by his goddamn lonesome. Like, there was a dude here, and behind him. He said, boo, boo, and put both these dudes on their ass in 2 licks. And then fucking dude behind him, like, tried to fucking swing a beer bottle, and I caught him in the back of the neck with a fucking pool cue with the butt of it. Just, like, right here. He went down to one knee, and Willie just, and fucking knocked him out. And then picked the 2 up that he knocked out first, and ran them into both the pillars in the room, head first, 1 in each hand, and threw them out while I put the pool cue around the other dude's throat and picked him up with it like this and fucking walked him all the way to the door.
Yeah. I mean, regular Roadhouse, man.
Oh, dude, like, old boy thought he was gonna fucking get something slick on me because he thought I was little. I fucking cinched that pool cue up. I was like, bitch, you ain't going nowhere. Like,
right.
Bro, I'm lanky as fuck. I'll wrap you up and put you all the way to fucking sleep. But like, not even that. You ain't got just me to deal with. Your buddies are rather incapacitated right now. Both of them are bleeding real bad. And like,
you might want to check on their vented skulls.
Fucking, he hit both of them. I watched that one dude's jaw just go completely sideways. I was like, fuck! Like, goddamn, like getting hit with a fucking hog shoulder. Dude's hands were fucking the size of this fucking cup. Like, and he's throwing fucking bricks because he wasn't no little some bitch by
Oh, yeah.
days.
Yeah, it was a good sized dude, man.
Liked to fight. Like, and he would fuck folks up. That dude that was passed out at the end of the bar that night, I feel so bad for him at the same time, but he asked for it. We let him sleep it off. House lights are on. We're trying to get the fuck out of there. And he's like, all right, dude, time to go. And I slapped the top of the bar. And he goes, fuck you. Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
I just looked at the bar and I was like, you shouldn't have done that. Willie goes, fuck me, huh? I told you it's time to go. Let's go. I'm going to walk you to the door. And he grabbed me by the neck of the shirt and the ass of the pants and fucking ran this son of a bitch full bore into every motherfucking wall and column and pool table and door all the way to the fucking parking lot and then yeeted him from the front fucking doors halfway across the lot. Like, and was talking to him the whole time. He goes, it's not the door, and slams him into the fucking wall. And try again. Fucking runs him into another wall. He put a fucking hole in the front wall next to the door that was like the size of this dude, like all the way inside the wall, and then put him through both fucking swinging doors. I stole that move at the club in Memphis one time. I came in, like, hadn't been there 10 minutes, fucking just barely awake from coming from the in-laws' house.
Oh, yeah.
Dude in there stirring up shit, takes a swing on Andy. Will dumped him on his head, knocked him out, and drags this motherfucker from the back of the club all the way up front past the DJ booth. He's got him by the ankles, just dragging him. Dude's out. Like, Will fucking picked him up and dumped him, and it sounded like he dropped a fucking half of a cow on the floor. And I was like, huh, what the fuck is that?
That's a very distinct sound, too, if you've heard it.
It's just that flat pat. Because, I mean, it's concrete under the carpet. Like, dude fucking hit. Will just fucking tucked him. Like, well, anyway, he drags him all the way up in front of the DJ booth, and I walk down to see what's going on. Dude's coming too, and Will lets him go. Guy stands up and looks at me right off rip and fucking starts loading back like he's about to throw a punch. And I kicked this motherfucker's lead foot that had stuck out there. I kicked it so hard that I spun him around in place 180 degrees and then grabbed him by the neck of the shirt and the ass of the pants. And he went with every bit of fucking speed and force I had, forehead first into two gigantic, like 150-pound oak doors that opened solely on the bridge of his fucking nose. And then he got tossed halfway out into the fucking parking lot where he laid until the cops got there. Because when I took him through the second door and he hit that safety glass, his ass went limp. Like, I made our door girl jump out of the chair like 5 feet when I came through the door, because when his face opened that first one, it smacked the column in the lobby so hard it knocked one of the tiles off of it. Like,
Damn.
I was not in the mood for bullshit that day. He found out real quick I ain't the one. Like, Will laughed so fucking hard because that was the first time he's ever seen me put hands on somebody. And, like, this dude was your build, but about a foot taller. And I ran this motherfucker out like he was a toddler. Like, given he had already been knocked out. But motherfucker had his wits about him enough that he was about to fucking fire one. And I was like,
You were just the first target acquired. His eyes open, you're the first target acquired. It's like a fucking Terminator.
He's like, you motherfucker. And I was like, yeah, I am that motherfucker. And I kicked that foot and he just went, spun straight around. I just grabbed back his shit and fucking ran him straight to the door.
Oh, yeah, because you know when you come to after, like, unconsciousness, you don't know where the fuck you're at, who you are, or what's going on.
It was all good, though, because that fucking second door put him right back to sleep until the cops got there.
They're just going to wait for him to let him go anyways.
No, that day he actually got taken to jail.
Really?
Yeah, because he swung on one of our managers.
Oh,
No,
okay.
like he actually got locked up. That dude actually got locked up. The other one got taken to the hospital, then got locked up. Because he kind of got the shit kicked out of him. Kind of fucking took it like a champ, though, too. Like, motherfucker.
He'd gotten up.
He got
bad.
a 3-hop running kick to the face from me, and I hit him with everything I had. Motherfucker said, I got something for you, bitch. The motherfucker grabbed me by the balls.
Oh, no.
Off rip. I fucking got squeezed loose and fucking took 3 hops back and kicked that sumbitch so hard I thought I broke every one of my fucking toes. And I hit him right here. And that motherfucker laughed at me.
Yeah, he was on something.
He was on all the somethings.
He wasn't just on something. He was on everything.
Was foaming at the mouth all the way up until the cops got there. These motherfuckers trying to kill me. Oh, you were talking about you gonna kill everybody in here a minute ago. What the fuck's up now, pussy? And like, you gonna fucking play the victim when the fucking police get here 15 minutes ago. You're talking about I'll kill everybody in this bitch. Like, trying to dig for a knife in your fucking pocket, and you got your shit rocked for it. Like, I put that dude straight the fuck to sleep. He said, right into the corner of the fucking door. Like,
insult to injury.
Hell, he'd already been put out twice by our fucking door guy. Our door guy choked him out twice because he come in and get fucking live with the door girl off rip. Like, I came into this after dude had already been put out twice and hopped up like ain't shit happened. Like, choked all the way out to snoring, right back up. Almost as quick as the dude that choked him out. Twice. That's when I got involved. And a full force kick from me to the face didn't do shit to him. But when he wasn't looking and I caught that temple, it was Clayton's. Like,
Nighty night.
Fucking, who hits the light switch?
Where we at? Why is it so dark?
Am I in a coma? How long have I been out?
That's what freaks me out about coming to from unconsciousness.
I've only ever been knocked out twice, and both times it was not in a fight.
Yeah, I was gonna say like the being put to sleep like with the anesthesia.
Oh, anesthesia, like that shit weirds me out anyway.
Yeah, you're in a different place.
I've died on the table. Like, it's anesthesia is the same feeling I got when I coded. Like, it literally just dark.
Yeah.
Like, it's like you went to sleep, you didn't dream, you just out. Like, it's legit. But then again, I was awful nihilistic back then too. I'm not so much so anymore. Like, there got to be something bigger out there than this. Like, can't be just this. Can't be. Like, it's, what's the fucking point otherwise?
There's ether. I mean,
we don't even understand what's outside of what we know as our universe.
oh yeah.
Like, there's more out there. We don't know shit. Like, and the literal Bible sense of things is bullshit. It may be allegorical, or it may be talking about events like catastrophes that have happened in the past, but talking about like how the Canterbury Tales is Old English. It sounds fucking goofy, but that's the way they fucking talked back then.
No.
They told stories by making analogies about shit. Bible could have some real context, and we're just grossly misinterpreting those things because the language was different back then. That, never mind the fact that the Bible's been rewritten to certain people's interests at least a dozen times, if not more.
Yeah.
Not to mention, just about every religious text is all based off the same fucking stories.
Yeah,
It's just shit's changed a little bit differently. Like,
it's like
things come about a different way, a different main character in the story. It's whoever's invisible best friend is the fucking shit. Like, I don't get organized religion because all people do is profit off of it, and they're preying off people's weakness. And that's why I think all these fucking big churches and shit. Westboro is like a whole new breed of it. There's other versions of it. There's people like Joel Osteen that are just like the greed version of it.
Oh yeah, what's that? Benny Hill.
Like he's doing fucking wonders for the world, and it's like, dude, you wouldn't even open your doors for people when Katrina hit, and you had parishioners in there. You wouldn't open your doors to just common people. Like, you were only letting certain people in. Like, that you're
people that paid on, you know, that nice new house. The
people that claim that they're the ones representing the Lord are as far from Jesus as humanly fucking possible. I have failed to meet a preacher in a long fucking time that lives modestly.
Right.
That doesn't
like the Bernie Sanders
of
preachers.
Fucking Cadillac in their driveway, or live off the tithings of the church, or swill bullshit and hate speech and judge people. Like, motherfuckers around here go to church and sin in church and don't even fucking realize it, because they will judge the fuck out of somebody, and God forbid anybody say anything to them about it. This is the most hypocritical motherfuckers around here.
Oh yeah.
It's like, go to church on Sunday morning and go have a beer right after. Like,
go make some Applebee's waitress
like
miserable.
Catholics around here is what you're acting like.
Will they get out of church and then they go make some service person, retail person, or food, like
do some Karen shit.
Yeah, and
judge people for looking different, and
make some poor fucking 18-year-old cry because
the last time I checked, I have not gotten a solid bit of advice out of a person over the age of 65 in a long fucking time. I just get bitching about their Social Security that is already paid for and has been paid for, and you will see all yours. I won't see any of mine. That's where you get shit fucked up. They want to talk like they got it so bad. The last time you were working, money was actually fucking worth something.
Yeah.
You used to be able to get fucking rent paid for $500 and your fucking salary was $20,000 a year. $500 a month for rent. Now it's $5,000 a month for rent, and you still get paid $20,000. So a fucking quarter of your pay off rip is going towards housing.
Yeah, that's
not keeping your lights on and your water on and your car running. And if something fucks up, or you need to go to the dentist, or you need to go to the doctor. And now, like in my situation, I have to go back to work at the club just to get my fucking health insurance back.
And how much is it going to jump it up?
Because as soon as I left, because I made less money, my insurance went up to $870 fucking dollars. What kind of sense does that make? Who can afford fucking $12,000 a year for health insurance? Like,
no.
That makes no fucking sense. When I literally told them that my income had dropped to where they were trying to get almost all of my money for my health coverage. Like,
that's what they're doing, Mama, too.
I had hardly shit left over at the end of the year. So now I have to go back to work at the club to get it back down to $33 a month, what I've been paying for the last 2 fucking years before they hiked it $870 just because I don't make as much money as I used to.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's why this country is fucked. Because there's so much shit that needs to be tended to, but rather than tending to it, you're arguing about dumb shit and banning or trying to say that fucking embryos are living fucking people when they're not.
No, an embryo is an embryo.
But they're trying to say that they're fucking, like, Alabama's Supreme Court upheld that, like, IVF clinics, embryos in IVF clinics possession are considered people, even though they're unfertilized.
They don't have
they're not fucking people yet because they're not fucking fertilized.
That's how that works.
A chicken because it's in a fucking shell? Like,
no.
Exactly. It's not a fucking person yet.
No.
Hell, you're not even a person for the first, like, 6 weeks. You're a fucking tadpole. Like,
swimming around in a sack.
Like, this is the kind of shit we're doing. First of all, Supreme Court shouldn't have a say-so over bodily autonomy.
Women's reproductive.
Period.
No.
The government shouldn't have a say-so in the personal freedoms of anyone as long as it's not encroaching on somebody else.
Right.
And if you can't locate some shit on the human body, you shouldn't be able to make fucking rules about it. Because half these old waspy motherfuckers probably haven't seen a vagina since they came out of their mothers. Like,
yeah. That terrified them then.
Other than looking in the mirror and seeing that fucking flap on their neck. Like, I'm so fucking sick of these dumb old waspy motherfuckers, dude. It's like, y'all are the same people that talked about the internet was going to be a fad. And the longest running fucking fad I've ever seen.
That's a good trend.
Yeah.
I should have got on that one.
Pretty much the entire world runs off of them now.
I should have got on that trend, but I was too busy being a dumbass.
My
dad's
my grandfather, back in the day, I remember hearing this story very, very many times growing up. Because my Uncle Phil invested in fucking McDonald's before they blew up. Like, invested in the first chain. He's trying to get my grandfather to do it. My grandfather's like, nobody's going to fucking do anything with that place. Blah, 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 blah. I had to hear it my entire fucking life about how he could have put $1,000 into fucking McDonald's when they first opened, and he would have never had to do a motherfucking thing for the rest of his life in 10 years. But he didn't fucking do it. And that's another reason why I got into investing in shit. Because I saw how much he beat the fuck out of himself his whole life for that shit. Because that literally, like, that was life-changing money. That would.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
and he know his brother and just let him not live.
Oh, yeah, it
rubbed in his face.
His brother-in-law is my Aunt Dottie's husband. Like, Uncle Phil was gangster as fuck. He's a little Italian dude, fucking like horseshoe hair, fuck bald.
Oh, yeah.
Always wore the cabbie hats and had a big cigar in his mouth, fucking gold chain and Acapulco shirts all the time. Like this fucking, like, big tuft of gray hair sticking out of the top of his shirt. He looked like he could be an extra on the fucking Sopranos. And he would sit in the garage all fucking day and drink orange juice and vodka. You'd have a gallon of vodka and a gallon of orange juice sitting out there, and he'd just sit out there and watch TV with the dog Scooter. Like, fucking Uncle Phil was the shit, man. Like, that dude could do anything in the world for me when I was a kid. Like, he was favorite uncle, like, take me to the store and buy me all kinds of shit. And, like,
oh, Funkles.
Yeah. Uncle Phil was the man, though. He'd fucking go get me donuts and shit all the time. Like, wire me out on sugar and shit. I was a little kid. Like, some of my earliest memories. Like, taught me how to fucking catch lizards and hang them on my ear and shit, because they lived down there on a canal in Fort Myers.
Oh, yeah.
Or in Cape Coral, rather. But they were, like, right on a canal. So it's like fucking, you can go out there and catch fucking pufferfish and stingrays and all kinds of shit, just like off the dock out back. And they had it all screened in where the pool was at, and get all those little geckos and shit, little green lizards all over the outside of them. You can get them, hang them on your ears, and they just hang there and swing.
That sounds like a
fucking Florida was dope when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like, it was great because shit wasn't fucking crazy like it is now. Like,
and it seems to be progressively getting crazier every day.
Dude, it's because stupid people have amplified voices now, and stupid people don't realize that they're stupid. People don't realize that the shit that's coming out of their mouth either A, is untrue most of the time, B, doesn't make any fucking sense. Or C, nobody cares because you don't get that kind of entitlement just by screaming shit at the top of your fucking lungs.
You mean they're not the main character?
Nobody is.
Exactly.
None of us are. This isn't a fucking movie.
Exactly.
Like, there's no main character. It's called fucking do your shit and stay out of everybody else's hair enough to not piss them the fuck off. That's the bare minimum you could fucking do, and nobody's doing it. And that's getting highly fucking irritating to me. It's like people do not act the slightest bit conscious to other people have their own perception too. It's like everybody's just so self-absorbed nowadays with their own thing and fuck everybody else's shit. Like, even if you try to tell somebody, it's like, look, can't do that because this is not the you show.
Yeah.
And they just like blank stare at you and just go right back to whatever the fuck they were talking about. It's like, hey, dipshit, shut up. Like,
This isn't the
like, nobody cares. Nobody's gonna care, and nobody's listening. We're tired of hearing the nails on the chalkboard, so stop, it'd be great. It's like Trump. He gets up there at those fucking rallies and just babbles about the dumbest bullshit. If I hear him tell the story about how windmills are killing birds one more fucking time, it's like Alex Jones with they're turning the frogs gay. And like, why, other than the fact that this country has become so fucking retarded, it's unbelievable, is this motherfucker even a thought to be put in control of this country again? This place shut the fuck down for 2 years. Like, we lost 24-hour Walmart because of that motherfucker. Let that sink in. I don't know about y'all, but I missed the fuck out of 24-hour Walmart. Because if there was one thing I thoroughly enjoyed, it was being able to go to Walmart at 3 o'clock in the morning when there was nobody fucking in there to do my grocery shopping, undistracted by the avalanche of dumb fucking people that are there during the daytime. That are just dragging ass, looking around, digging in their ass or picking their fucking nose instead of getting their shit and getting the fuck out. Like,
blocking the aisle, talking. Oh, I ain't seen you in forever.
If I run
Y'all
into
could not
one
see each
more
other for a
group
little
of
longer,
people
man.
that are just fucking standing in the middle of the aisle bullshitting and look at me and then just go back to talking, I'm gonna run them over with my cart like it's a fucking car.
Yeah.
Like, if a kid darts out in front of me when his mother is not watching, I'm gonna drag that little motherfucker all the way to the checkout.
Yeah.
You
Speed
should have
bump.
been taming your little shit, put him on a leash if he doesn't know how to listen.
Get a hold of your semen demon.
Like, stop keeping cum as a pet. For fuck's sakes. If you can't raise it to be smarter than that, stop keeping it as a pet. Like, give it to somebody who can teach it to be fucking civilized. Bunch of little fucking wild thornberry kids running around this motherfucker nowadays, and that's why we're in the situation we're in, and why all the dumb motherfuckers think they're smart. Because little Billy needed a participation trophy to show that he put his best in. Fuck him! Maybe he should have been better at what he was doing to get a trophy, instead of fucking getting told he did a good job just for being a dumb shit and picking his nose in the corner.
If you ain't first, you're last.
Second place is the first fucking loser.
Yeah.
That's what I come from.
Yeah.
Like, if you didn't win, guess what? You're the first motherfucker that lost.
Yep.
And that's the kind of attitude that made this country what it was. And we're like the last generation of people that has that kind of ethic about them, because everybody below us has been coddled their entire fucking life. They've got no outside world experience when it comes to shit.
It's all nurture over nature.
It's bad because it's the parents' fault too, because they refuse to give them that push that we got. It's like, you hit 18, motherfucker, you out the door. Like, you don't get to live here no more. Like, so
send a postcard.
And it's like, yeah. I got out at 16 because I wasn't even waiting for him to tell me to get the fuck out. Like, I was like, I'm ready to go. Like, I'm tired of living under fucking rules. I took off to Chicago when I was fucking 16. Like, packed my shit in the fucking Buick and dipped. And it was one of the best decisions I ever made, because I got away from all the bullshit that I was getting into and getting fucked up on.
Yep.
I got up there and made a decent amount of money while I was there. Like, I ended up coming back because fucking grass wasn't any greener up there because I went to go meet mom and shit and see her for the first time since I was 4, and turns out she's shit heel like dad. So, like, I'm not gonna float the bills for a bitch that fucking never even paid child support and wants to act like I'm the one fucked up for coming to her when she hadn't even acted like I existed. It's like, oh, way to prove you're a great fucking mother. Then takes my baby mama in before I was gonna take her to court. Gets her out of that shit.
What?
Yeah. She fucking fed her a line of bullshit, and then I told mom, I was like, I know what she's gonna do. She's gonna come up there, she's gonna pawn Skylar off on you, and then she's gonna go out and fucking party all the time, and you're never gonna fucking see her, and you're gonna be stuck taking care of the kid. Mark my fucking words, watch. She called me a liar. I was like, all right, bet, bitch, put money on it. I was like, I'll put everything in my fucking bank account on it right now that you're gonna be calling me in a month telling me she's doing this shit. A month later, she traded her bus pass that mom bought her that was like $150 for mushrooms. Did nothing but sit around and play Elder Scrolls on the Xbox and make mom take care of Skyla. Mom calls me bitching, and I was like, I don't want to hear a fucking word. I don't want to hear it. I was like, not only did you fuck me out of getting custody of my kid, you took that bitch's word over mine. Blood didn't mean fuck to you. Right. And I even told you shot for shot what the fuck was going to happen. And you called me a fucking liar. You deal with it. Ain't my fucking problem. I told you what was gonna happen. You didn't fucking listen. You wanted to act like I was full of shit? Like you got something to hold over my fucking head, miss? I didn't pay shit my entire life or even act like I fucking existed till I showed up on your goddamn doorstep at 3 in the fucking morning? And then you gonna take a junkie bitch's word over your own son's? Fuck you. You know, like... I literally said that shit to her verbatim and hung up the phone on her. I was like, don't you ever fucking call me again.
Yeah, no.
Like, and then I lost track where she was because she fucking found out that mom talked to me and mom was going to fucking send her back to Arkansas, and she trashed the room that mom was letting her stay in, fucked everything up, dipped with a little bit of shit that, like, mom had got for her and Skyla, and went and, like, stayed with some people she had just fucking met with my kid. This is all when he was still a baby. Like, on the street in Southside Chicago, like Romeoville, Southside Chicago. And just people she met doing drugs with, she had my kid. That's what my mother let take my son because she called me a liar. And then my dad had the gall when Mam passed away and I told him that he wouldn't left with shit. He had the balls to say, I hope Star takes you for everything when she goes to court with you. And I was like, oh, I bet she wishes she could because I'm going to barbecue that bitch's ass when we get in court. I was like, because I've been waiting, motherfucker. I already got a lawyer paid off. Like, this motherfucker's mouth is watering for this bitch to serve me. Please let her. Because when I get done with her, I'm coming for you next, motherfucker. And you're going to live in a cardboard box when I'm done with you.
Whoop, good catch. Good save there.
Oh, dude. Like, I'm fucking...
Yeah.
I
saw that.
That dude's going to catch mad hell from me. Like, that dude's going to catch mad hell from me if he opens his fucking mouth again.
I don't blame
you. I know that fucking... It's about to come because fucking the funeral home van was down there at his old lady's mom's house the other day, so I think she finally kicked it.
Ooh.
So that means they're going to be down there fighting about that shit, and he's going to run over here and shoot his mouth off, and I'm going to fucking shoot his off. Like, ain't going to be good. Like, you ain't going to get no warning, motherfucker. There ain't nothing over here for you. There's something, but I guarantee you don't want it.
You ain't going to like it. It's not your... It's exactly your size, though.
Double off. Pretty new gauges.
Pretty new gauges. Hope you like.
There's a snake in my boot. And that's going to do it for this N.S.o.S podcast. We're in a little long this time. Hour and a half.
Oh, yeah.
Not the 2-hour one we did before, but, you know, whatever. Remember, like, share, subscribe, notification bell, all that good jazz. Check out the web store, esotericmineralsincrystals.com. Get all the t-shirts and stickers and cool shit. Patreon, Erin's YouTube, Blue Falcon over here. Check out the streams. I may be getting into the streaming again soon.
Play some Fallout with me. I think you'd like it. It's real open world.
I don't like Fallout. That's like one of my games I just can't. I don't like the fucking combat system in it.
This one's like different from 4, New Vegas, and all that. It's way
Which one is
different.
it?
It's the one that's online multiplayer. The first online the developers have like taken every bit of criticism and improved upon it.
I
It
still
started out
need
as
to
a
get on.
shit game, but it's turned into
I've still been thinking about getting on DayZ. Dude, I haven't
oh, this
had
is way better than
any
DayZ.
fucking desire to get on video games here lately. I've been too fucking.
You've been busy, yeah.
Which, I mean, when we're back at the club now, and I'm not working the weekends, so there's probably going to be a lot of dead time, and I got the Steam Deck, so.
Hey, that controller.
Fucking I ain't even gotta have a controller. I got Steam Deck.
Oh yeah.
Fucking things like controllers, giant Game Gear looking fucking thing.
Oh
I used to
yeah,
sit
yeah.
there and play Tiger Woods fucking half the night when it was dead. Like, all right, that's gonna do it, folks. We'll see you next week. You